Time now for our Panther Spotlight, and we focus on Ohio Dominican women's soccer this week. And visiting now with us is Avery Bowden. She is a junior here at ODU, and she is from Pickerington, Ohio, on the east side of town. And we'll be visiting with her. A reminder that you can check out all of our Panther Spotlight interviews that we've done throughout the course of this year thus far. Go to our YouTube page at Ohio Dominican Athletics. Avery, thanks for spending some time with us here today. You guys are coming off of a road trip. You played up at Northwood this past weekend. I know in terms of wins and losses, the season hasn't gone exactly how you would like it to go, but you've been playing better. The game's seemingly more competitive here in the back end of the season. What have you seen that's been different here in the last few weeks for you and your team?
I just think coming to the end of the season, we're trying to prove something. You know, most teams look at our record and they're like, oh, they haven't won or they tied so many games and they're just overlooking us. So I think going into these next few games, we have something to prove. And again, most people are overlooking us, so we're just trying to come out and prove something.
Sometimes when the season doesn't go as you wanted to, it can go south in the locker room as well. As a junior, an upperclassman now, have you been kind of part of leadership to try and make sure that everybody tries to stay as tight together as possible?
Of course. You know, during games, people have different ways they want to get ready. Some people like to do TikToks and dance in the locker room. For me, I like to just put headphones on and like just sit there and think about the game and what's to come for it. But as a group, we all have this one song we come to and we just sing along and dance to, and I think having that one song brings the whole team together before we go out.
What song is that?
Oh gosh, I'm not good with songs.
But it's something you guys all like.
Yes, we sing our hearts out to it. If you walk past the locker room during game day, you'll hear us singing it, and it's a fun time.
What's on your playlist? What are you listening to when you throw the headphones on before the game?
A lot of songs. Some of it's country. Some of it's just like random musical songs, like High School Musical.
Is it the same every time, same playlist, or do you like to change it up?
I change it up. It depends on how I'm feeling and, you know, like how I'm feeling. Yeah.
Any superstitions?
Yes, this is really weird. I put my left sock on first.
Okay. Now, is that just for games or is that everyday life too?
No, just like for games.
Okay.
I don't know why, but it seems to be a daily thing for me. And it's natural for me. Like, it always has to be the left sock.
Anybody else on the team that you've noticed that has any superstitions that jump out at you?
I think hairstyles.
Okay.
A lot of people have the same hairstyle, including me. I always do a top bun on my head. There's nothing else I won't do.
Some of us don't have enough hair to do different hairstyles, so we're just kind of stuck with what we got. I always love hearing about the superstitions, though, and things like that. 43 career games for you here at ODU. I know you missed a little bit of time with an injury this year, earlier in the season. Just tell me a little bit about your time and your experience here at ODU on the field. I know you would have come in with Coach Riley, and now you've gone here with Coach Tony the last couple of years. What about your experience here?
Yeah, so I got recruited by Coach Riley. I met her a few times, but never got coached by her. Once the season came, we got an email saying she was unfortunately leaving. So I never really got to see like her side of coaching and how she would handle the team. But coming in with Coach Tony, like he took the team and he made it his own, and he's building his culture here. And I think for the team, we all just got to build into it. And if we all are on the same page, we'll have a great team, a great culture, and everything will, like how it is, everything's going as planned.
Yeah.
So.
You guys just went through quite a grind. You had a little bit of a break for fall break and then played one game this past Saturday. But prior to that, you guys played 4 games in 8 days. That is not easy for soccer. I mean, it's not easy in any sport. Some are more used to it than others, but 4 games in 8 days, how difficult was that?
Pretty difficult. Like you said, I was coming off an injury, and most girls were playing most of the minutes. So just keeping your body right, going to see Jamie like I had to make sure everything was taken care of, and just taking care of your body off of the field, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, all of that. It was important.
Did you find coming from high school to college, where you have kind of a training staff daily with you now at 24/7 if you need to here at the college level, what was that difference for you about the training, the diet, the nutrition, the hydration? How important is that to you and your players, specifically for soccer, because there's so much running involved?
Yeah, No, I think in high school you don't really think about it. You think you can just eat whatever, and then when it comes to games, you're on it. But when you come to college, it's really different. You have to take care of your body. You might not think you have to, but then like when it comes to games, you're like, oh crap, I should have drank more water, or like I should have.
Especially those early season hot days, for sure.
Yes, for sure. So I think also, like I said, just getting into Jamie and make sure like you're doing your part as an athlete.
Any food you had to cut out once you got here?
No, I think I'm pretty good on what I eat.
Okay.
I'm really picky, so that cancels out a lot of things.
So a long trip this weekend to Northwood. It's about a 5.5 hour trip up there and back. I know you guys left the day before, obviously, before the match. You left on Friday, played on Saturday, and then you come right back. You also had a longer trip to Illinois this year. So try and explain to some of our people watching, as a student athlete, you miss time in the classroom because of some of these longer trips. What are you doing to kill time on that bus? The buses have gotten a lot better because some of them have internet now. You have chargers for your phones, and so you can stream and watch stuff. But what are you doing to kill time on those long bus trips?
Personally, for me, I'm a big napper. So most of my time on the bus is napping. But we have this tradition where, like, as a freshman, you have to do karaoke.
Oh.
So we did that, and it's really fun because sometimes we don't tell the freshmen, but this year we did, so, like, they had time to prepare. But we make them do solos, karaoke, so that takes a lot of our time. And it gets the team, like, up and lifted. And
well, and it's back to the bonding thing that we talked about earlier, right?
Exactly, yep. But we also we do karaoke, and then if it's long enough, like how Northwood was, we'll stop and get food.
Break up the trip.
We got Olive Garden during Northwood, and that was really funny. Our goalkeeper, Maggie, has a birthday coming up, so we surprised her with a happy birthday song at Olive Garden, and she didn't know, so that was really funny too.
Nice. The long trip to Illinois, I think we were talking before this, you guys stopped at Butler University and watched another Division I sporting event, right?
Yep, we watched a volleyball game, and it was fun to watch everyone and how they interacted. We were all locked in on that game. It was a really close one, and it just shows how, like, different sports can, like, also come together, even if they're not the same university. But we just all came, and the game was a good time off the bus to just let us team bond.
And do something different you ordinarily wouldn't do, for sure. What about classwork? How do you make up the missed time in the classroom? You guys will play every night of the week possible. You have Tuesday night matches, Thursday night matches, again, the missed time. How do you keep up on your studies?
So...
That was a big, deep breath.
Yes. Depending on how long the trip is, I will sometimes get my homework done before the trip, so I don't have to worry about anything over it. But this time for Northwood, we got at the hotel probably around, like, I want to say 9-ish. So that gave me a good amount of time before we went to bed to just do homework at the hotel. Some girls will wake up early enough at breakfast and do homework then before we leave for the game. So I think for the team, it's just different ways and different strategies that people have that work for them.
Sure.
But
does it help having somebody within your own major to maybe be able to bounce off of, or maybe you have a classmate that helped?
Yes, this year we have a lot of education people. Last year we barely had any, so I think having a couple more education people on the team is really helpful because we can just bounce ideas off each other and, like, talk about classes, and so it's really nice.
Which rolls right into the next question. So you are an education major, you are a junior. What got you into that field, and where would you like to go in that field of education?
So basically my whole family's are teachers.
Okay.
So I think that's where it came from, just growing up in that environment. And I think just having good teachers all around, I wanted to be one for other students and for other kids. So I think that's where it mainly came from. As of right now with that, my plan is to be in the primary field, along with, like, an IS, so, like, it's a double major in that sense. But way before that, in high school, they had where if I graduated high school, I could substitute. I just had to have my high school diploma. So I've been substituting now for probably a good 2-3 years.
Oh, nice. Where at? At various schools or at a certain place?
Just in the Pickerington
Okay.
local district area.
Which is where you're from. You're from Pickerington. You went to North, so you were a Panther there and a Panther here, so that made things incredibly easy. Was it important for you to stay close to home to play soccer and be able to go to school, or did it just kind of work out that way?
I knew for me I didn't want to go far from home, so it kind of worked out in that way of a sense that it's a good only 30 minutes, so it's not far.
Unless the traffic's bad, and then it can take a little longer.
True, very true. I've been lucky though; it hasn't gotten that point, so hopefully it stays that way. But yeah, staying close to home was important for me.
Lastly, before we head off here, a couple more weeks to go here in the season. What is the thought, the motto, the theme for this team now for the last 2 or 3 weeks of this regular season for you guys?
Just looking forward to every game, giving up what we all have, and no regrets. And like I said, we only have a few games left, so just going out there and proving something not only to ourselves, but to everyone else that we're not a team that you can just overlook because of our record. And we're just going to go out there and give it our all.
All right. Well, Avery, we certainly appreciate your time stopping by, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
It's Avery Bowden. She is a junior from Pickerington here on our ODU women's soccer team. You can go to OhioDominicanPanthers.com, go to the women's soccer page, check out the schedule, and you can come and watch the team play here at home at Panther Stadium. And you can check out more of our Panther Spotlight interviews by going to the YouTube page and looking up Ohio Dominican Athletics. This is Todd Bell. Thanks for being with us on this Panther Spotlight.